Welcome back to the 99 Bitcoins YouTube channel. I'm your host Umar Khan, and today we are talking about the crypto market, and some interesting things seem to be happening. It looks like we're seeing some strong signs of reversals. We're still at a very interesting point in the market, guys. I think there's still a whole lot of opportunity you could be taking advantage of in this market. And I think there's a plethora of things you should actually be watching. And today I want to go over some market overview. I also want to take a look at some news. I also want to highlight some coins I've been buying and a bunch of cool things. But before we do, I do got to ask, if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below so you don't miss out a single update just like this, as we make many updates and we try to go live 2 to 3 times a week on this channel. So hit that subscribe button down below. While you're at it, check out the partner for our channel, Best Wallet. Best Wallet is the best anonymous crypto wallet that lets you create an account without verification, ID, or KYC. Get the most secure and anonymous non-custodial crypto wallet today. Available on Google Play and Apple App Store. Every download supports the channel tremendously. There's actually a download link in the description box below. You can check out, and it's free download, no KYC. It's a multi-chain, multi-wallet, non-custodial wallet. Especially with times like this, when you want to get off the decentralized or you want to get off the centralized wallets and go DeFi, you able to buy, store, deposit, and swap, manage your portfolio stake, has a launch pad, secure, and supports 60 plus chains. They also have their very own crypto pre-sale project, and it's actually listing tomorrow. Best listing on KuCoin MXC. Token ends tomorrow at 12 p.m. UTC. The pre-sale is currently live. I have the link for the wallet download as well as the pre-sale. There's only 17 hours left to get in. This could be the next big crypto pre-sale project. Think of like CRO, think of native wallets launching their own tokens, native centralized exchanges launching their own tokens, very similar, but in the DeFi space. They've raised nearly $18 million in pre-sale, and in 17 hours it goes live. You can see your last chance to buy the pre-sale price, which is just under 3 cents. We're seeing people are already starting to ape in. Best wallet or buy the best token now. Best Wallet is primed to shape up the rapidly growing non-custodial wallet market, valued at $11 billion. Buy tokens in Best Crypto pre-sale above or directly in-app to enjoy unrivaled benefits for its holders, like early access to new projects, reduced transaction fees, high staking rewards, and community governance. It's been recommended by many sources. And again, Invest Wallet is a wallet I've been using. If you're a subscriber to the channel, you know I've done many tutorials on how to use this wallet, many reviews. They got the cards coming as well. It's a phenomenal platform. And now, just like CRO, they're going to have their very own coin, which is going to be very, very cool. If you're interested in buying the pre-sale, you could buy it now. Link in the description box below. But back to the crypto market. As the market's in a very interesting segment, this may be the best time to be buying. And what I mean by that is, guys, we're going to see a lot of things shift in the upcoming weeks. We're going to see some highs. We're going to see some lows. If you watched my videos just last night, I was telling you guys, I think we are about to see a very interesting segment in the market. We're about to see things to start to pump, but simultaneously, because it's pumping, we're also going to see pullbacks, I would imagine, very soon as well. It's going to be very, very volatile. But the reason why I say now is a great time to be buying, you can take advantage of this volatility to buy low and sell high. Now, in this case right now, Bitcoin's kind of in the green on the day. I wouldn't be buying right now if you're trying to get a quick volatility play. If you're in it for the long haul, if you truly believe in a $1 million Bitcoin, then it doesn't really matter if you buy 91 or $100,000. I really want to just get in, sub $100,000. So same goes with Ethereum, same goes with XRP, the top cryptocurrencies. Okay, quick market overview. On the other hand, we're seeing the market is up by 1.2%. We're seeing the fear ingredients at 18, extreme fear, about to go from extreme fear to just fear and hopefully creep slowly back towards neutral. We're seeing altcoin season sitting at 22 out of 100, so still closer dominance to Bitcoin. And the RSI is getting closer to overbought, meaning we're seeing a lot of buying pressure come in. Usually, especially a time like this when it's volatile, the closer we get overbought, I wouldn't be buying too much. I would kind of just hold and wait and see before buying. But again, every strategy has its own plan. You can always dollar cost average and get in easily like that. So again, I would play your strategy and keyword strategy the way you have it. I wouldn't just change it just based off one dude's opinion on the internet. Now, Bitcoin breaks above $90,000 and altcoins are heating up. What's driving KAS, SPX, and other alts? That one wallet that wallet one staircase in the pic says everything. You have a single address eating more than daily emissions. 1 big wallet scooping up every dip over the third for KAS or Caspa coin, not moving for a year. Now the price is breaking out of a long downtrend while futures flipping not long. If that's not the top, I have never been in crypto. Come on. Excuse me. Excuse me. Dev actively on Caspa keeps climbing testnet, processing millions of blocks, stablecoin bridges, etc., etc. Whales locking supply, builders sniping, and fresh breakout while everyone stares at BTC. Yeah, I mean Caspa keeps running from here. Of course, for that to happen, MFing Bitcoin must not go down below 89 again. So we're not 100% dependent on Caspa just yet. Bitcoin must confirm. So again, look on Caspa, okay? And again, every sector has been very bullish. Now for SPX as well, another very bull case. SPX has something to prove, up over 30% on the week, while Bitcoin's just grinding along. And you have whales hoarding spot EMAs, reclaiming and clean path towards that 0.72 area. And it's getting it ready to fly. We're seeing Bitcoin over $90,000. Has alts popping off. Caspa and SPX are moving well. Bitcoin stabilizes, liquidity returns. Some alts with strong fundamentals get pumped. In macro tailwinds, rate cuts, ETFs inflows hold up. This could expand beyond just a few alts. Still, for now, I'd watch alt season leaders, not just deep caps, speculative coins, but it is the real alt season starting, or just a Bitcoin shadow pump. After all, almost all the metrics are not very optimistic. I would still remain cautious and be a good observer of the market. Now, again, and this person's right? Some metrics don't seem that optimistic and some do. Okay, a strong RSI, pretty optimistic, right? Bitcoin source Bitcoin, not that great for alt season. Extreme fear and greediness means a lot of selling pressure, right? But there's still a couple of other catalysts that say otherwise, that the market still looks like in a decent bullish shape. So I wouldn't just be fading altogether just yet, right? And again, that's just my personal opinion. I have been wrong before, but I like to say I have a pretty clean track record on my predictions. I mean, just watch some of the previous lives. I told you guys what to sell, I told you guys what to buy. But again, obviously, guys, none of this is financial advice. We should own research and due diligence before investing any money in the cryptos we cover on this channel. When I use phrases like I told you to buy, I told you to sell, not literally, I'm saying like that's what I was doing when I made these lives talking about it. But with that out of the way, I also want to show you guys what's been going on with Bitcoin and where I personally see the market to be. And I said this in a previous live in the past before. When we look at last cycle, okay, and this is like a really area I want you guys to like, let's just lock in here and here. So this was a 2021-2022 cycle, okay. What I personally think, where I personally think we are, I think we're right over here, if history's repeating itself, right? We've seen Bitcoin hit all-time highs 125, right? We've seen it crash almost 50%, right? High 70s. 75 would have been like a full, but actually, I think at one point we actually did see dip 76. So we've seen almost a 50% crash before the next leg up, right? And remember, at the start of the live, I said, yo, next rally, we're probably going to see a pullback, right? And what I mean by that, right over here, right? We've seen that happen last time. Again, it's not going to happen for sure, but it's just very likely as people are going to start panic selling as soon as we start seeing a little bit pumping, because they're going to want to get out because, they felt the burn over here. But again, I still think it's going to have a second pump. And then I think it is going to dump again. Whether it makes a new high of higher than 125 or around 125, I think it will dump around the 90 to 100,000 zone and stabilize from there, right? I could be wrong. Maybe stabilize a bit higher, maybe stabilize a little bit lower. I don't think it'll be like a crypto winter like we've seen, where it's going to go all the way from like, over 60% down. I don't think it's going to be like that, personally. Right? If we go to all, we can really see it's starting to look very similar to what we saw over here. Like we've seen some pumps, right? And some dumps before big leg, and that's what we're seeing over here. And a nice bigger dump, which we're seeing over here. And then we're even like right before it pumped again, it had a correction before it really went down. It could possibly happen next, and then a bigger leg up, or we might start seeing stability. And the reason why I'm saying stability is just because of all the institutional money that's been in. And it's just very different than the past before, okay? Now, some bull posts for Bitcoin. Again, it's good to kind of read both bullish and bearish articles to kind of get a feel for the market and see what everyone's talking about. In this case, we're seeing things are looking rather interesting. Okay, why early engagement means more Bitcoin price moves. I learned this the hard way. KuCoin rolled out a set of macro tasks, a quick Bitcoin quiz, a product page check, and a daily login. And engagement jumped while the chart stayed frozen. I missed that layer completely, and when volatility finally returned, I had no stake, no warm-up account, no legibility. Early segmentation happened so long before the candles move. Whitebit recent B-Day activities followed the same pre-volatility patterns, light tasks, and keep accounts alive during quiet phases. It's common for large infrastructure driven platforms, W groups, for example, to operate across 2.7 trillion in annual volume and 38.9 billion in capitalization. So engagement often moves ahead of price. Okay, so yeah, whatever the hell that guy is on about. Okay, I also wanted to show you guys on the X page where we see some more community posts. Bitcoin archives, they usually post some pretty good crypto related content. No. Sorry guys, I usually have my tabs ready. Bitcoin archive. Okay. All right. So Bitcoin going parabolic, and then everything's a bubble will pop. And they have a full interview here. Eric Trump bullish, and again, the Trump family has been very bullish on crypto, which again, another thing to be watching closely. Let's hear what Mr.
By the way, even if you get out
say.
5 Swift bank that I banked with for 25 years, it took me 120 days to go through and know your customer, right? And you're sitting there saying, why? Why is it every week as a hospitality company, right? I'm trying to get a wire out, or I'm waiting to receive a wire through the Swift system, where if I don't get it out by 5 o'clock, and by the way, even if you get out 5 o'clock, zero chance it's making there before Monday. You know, when you can transfer $500 million worth of Bitcoin from an iPhone to an iPhone, having a wallet address, you know, at 11 o'clock on a Sunday night, you know, for no fees, for practically no fees. And that scares a big financial institution.
Absolutely.
That I banked.
And this is the big reason why the option is going to remain. When everyone was freaking out just last week, Bitcoin's going to zero, Bitcoin's going to zero. When you realize adoption and the use case here, you really understand Bitcoin crypto is here to stay. For that reason alone, this is a massive example of massive use case for crypto. It's just moving large amounts of money so fast. Like the markets are definitely starting to heat up, and it's only time. Just Elon Musk SpaceX transfers 1,100 Bitcoin worth 105 million to 2 unmarked wallets. Okay, SpaceX currently holds over 6,000 Bitcoin worth over 553 million. Okay, we're seeing a lot of bullish action in the markets. I would just be holding very closely. Now, I also want to say there are a couple of pre-sale parts I've been watching very closely. If you subscribe to the channel, you know we've been very bullish on pre-sales, and the pre-sales I've been watching closely are pre-sales I mentioned live in the past before. I want you to take advantage before these pre-sales end. Like starting this off with Maxi Doge. Maxi Doge is a Doge themed meme coin that has raised over $4.2 million in a pre-sale. And in 8 hours actually set for the next price increase. This is your last chance to buy before the next price hike. Again, pre-sale are a great way to diversify your wallet in the sense that you're able to buy into projects that you don't have to feel the volatility. You can buy it during the pre-sale, and as soon as a project goes live, you can take profits, which is pretty cool. It makes an interesting way to trade crypto. Maxi Doge is going to have staking, contests, and partner events for its holders, which gives it a unique utility. Now, this one more community-centric. This other one is more gaming-centric, and that is Pepe Node. Pepe Node is a mine-to-earn meme coin. Pepe Node lets you build your own virtual meme coin mining rig, where you can buy nodes, build server rooms, and combine nodes for huge bonuses. They have raised over $2.2 million in their pre-sale, and in just one day, in 20 hours, they're set for their next price increase. So again, this was really cool because you're able to earn. Plus, on their staking right now, they're offering 585% staking rewards. So about Pepe Node brings gamified meme coin mining to the masses. No physical computing power required. Pepe Node allows you to build a customized meme coin mining rig in your own virtual server room. More nodes equals more meme coins. So you can buy nodes, upgrade your faculties, and earn meme coins in the process. Start with the empty server room, buy your first node, you can buy more nodes and combine them for better bonuses, and also sell your nodes, which gives it a nice little gamified version of like building the studio out, selling your nodes, buying your nodes, trading your nodes. This is what makes crypto like a tad more fun. It gives that extra utility that we just haven't seen in a project. Now, the next pre-sale I've been very, very bullish on is Bitcoin Hyper. Bitcoin Hyper is the fastest Bitcoin layer 2 chain, bringing scalability and speed to Bitcoin. So Bitcoin Hyper finally unlocks fast and cheap Bitcoin transactions. This unleashes the true power of Bitcoin payments, meme coins, and dApps. 2025 will be the year. Remember that it's BTC Hyper changing everything. They have raised over $28.6 million in their pre-sale. And again, they have a lot of whale transactions because this one's just been a standout project, getting a lot of community support. and that in a community that really stands behind this one. And that's what makes this one so interesting. Plus, they're being out to technology that's just a use case that we like to see to make crypto faster, cheaper, more effective. And they bring all those things to Bitcoin, which what makes it so stand out. We've seen many L2s in the project before go to billions of dollars in market cap. So I imagine we could see a similar effect with this one. Hence why I've been so bullish for it. And I've been covering so closely. I think I should definitely check it out. Now, we're seeing the market. We're seeing a lot of headlines back to Bitcoin as Bitcoin reclaimed $90,000 and ignites the end of year optimism. So again, community's getting bullish, sentiments there, which is great. We're seeing even crypto making many headlines. Everyone seems to be wanting to get back in as the markets are heating up. I do want to leave you with saying one thing, and just now take advantage, buy the dips, buy into products that you're bullish in, and I would also simultaneously be vigilant as well. We're going to see a lot of shifting in sentiment, and it's going to happen very quickly. If you're in it for a long haul and you have a decent strategy in play, then you have nothing to worry about, right? Like I always say, only invest the money you're willing to lose. And when you truly only invest the money you're willing to lose, you can't lose, right? And what I mean by that is you're buying in safe plays that you believe in long term, right? You invest money you're willing to lose, which really means like what it actually means is money that's not for rent or food, like allocated money, extra income or extra money. You put it away, you set it, forget it. 10, 15 years from now, you're sitting on a massive bag. That's the way you trade crypto, especially if you're in it for the long haul and building that wealth. But guys, remember, like always, none of this is financial advice. Always your own research and due diligence before investing any money in the cryptos we cover on this channel. As I'm not a financial advisor, therefore none of this is financial advice. This one was a little bit of a shorter live stream, but I just want to come out here and make a quick live talk about market. I'll probably have another full live tomorrow. We're going to go more in deep into the market. We'll do a little bit of TAs and some more coins I've been watching. That after the stream, and I'll see you guys